Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here today. Now today I'm going to be working with Call Me Crafty Owl sheetload of cards, and this is a special edition in which you can use your 6x6 paper pattern pack. So I have got this paper. It's called Ditsy Florals from Recollections that I picked up at the Michaels, and I'm just going to be using it for my sheetload. So I'm going to bring in my just my Cricut paper trimmer and just get this paper trimmed up. I'm going to actually have 4 different sheets of paper, and I'm going to have like 2 sets of 4. So I will have the 8 that this makes, but I'm going to have 4 that look like the purple and then 4 that look like the pink. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just cutting the first piece of pattern paper and getting it ready. And I'm not going to cut all of it because I don't think you need to watch me cut all this pattern paper. So I don't know why I'm fussing with this. I think every time I go to put the arm down on it, it moves a little bit, and so I'm kind of fussing with it here. But I'm trying to get it right so that my cards will be right. There we go. Finally got it. And then I'm going to make another cut on it. And you just follow the sketch and supply list that Crafty Owl gives you. And it has all of the supplies that you need. And then it makes 8 cards. It has all of your dimensions. And it has alternatives in which you can kind of make it your own. Some of the alternatives she suggests are changing the size and or shape to fit your focal point. You can add gems or embellishment. You can rotate or flip the sketch, use foam tape, or use pattern paper scraps to decorate the insides of the cards. Now I did use the scraps from the pattern paper, and each of my 8 cards got a little pattern paper banner on it. Now this paper came with a little white edge on there that I had to cut off, but I didn't want to show you all that. I just thought it would take too long. Now I am filming this during the day, this part of it, and it's kind of given it a blue hue to my screen. And you'll notice later I actually go out to dinner and then come back, and I have to use the lighting, so you'll notice a difference in the lighting. So I apologize for that, but I think you can still see it very well. So now I'm just going to bring in my layer. You're going to bring in what she calls cardstock 1, and you're going to cut it according to the dimensions. And I'm going to get it laid down here and make a nice little frame around there. And then I'm going to assemble my first sheet load here, I guess. I've got all of my elements that are going to go on here. You're going to have 2 thinner strips of one pattern and a thicker strip of another, and you're going to just lay them down on your panel. And this is where you could modify it. The sketch shows you putting the 2 small pieces on the outer edges and the bigger one in the middle. You could actually put the 2 of them together and the bigger one on the other side of them if you wanted to. So you could do it that way. That would be one way. And I'm flipping this because my paper does have a pattern in which you want your flowers to be upright. So I just flipped it around there so that the stems would be down. And this purple paper here, I don't think it matters. I think you could go either way with it. And I'm just going to get it laid down on there. And this is what the sketch calls for. And then you've got a panel that you're going to layer across there. And I'm going to add, I took some of the scraps from the cuttings, and I'm just going to add them to the sides of this just so it will lay level. And I'm just going to trim it off. Now, I don't do very good. I did 6 other cards, and I trimmed them off just fine. I didn't clip the edge, but I clipped the edge on both of these cards that I'm actually going to show you. So I guess you put a camera in front of you and you lose your mind. So that's what's going on here. And I'm just layering that up so it'll lay nice and flat. And then I'm going to add my pattern paper to this. And get it laid down on there. This really, you can do 8 cards very quickly with this sketch. I was surprised at how quickly I was able to pull them together. Just get all your pattern paper cut and your card bases and get to assembling, and it can come together really quick. Now I kind of added to the length of time it took me to pull these cards together because I did some glimmer foiling for my sentiments. And I did a lot more foiling than what you'll see because when I get my glimmer machine out, and I've already done 6 of them, and I'm just going to lay this there so that I kind of lay it in the same spot. And I do that with all of them but one, and you'll get to see that one at the end. But whenever I get my glimmer machine out, I like to do a lot of foiling at once. If I'm going to heat it on and turn it on and heat it up, I'm going to foil a bunch of things. So that's what I did. I think I did, I don't know, 2 or 3 kits, glimmer kits, and did some foiling with that. But I'm just going to use one. I decided because of the half circle and not having a lot of space that I was going to use a particular one, and then I wind up not laying it on the half circle anyway. So this is my pink set. I'm just going to get it laid down, and we're just doing the same thing. I'm just following the sketch just exactly as it was intended. Now, I will link information about how to access Crafty Owl so that you can check out her sites, and you can go to her site and watch the video and get the downloads so that you can participate with us, because it's a lot of fun. And so I'm just going to lay the middle piece down, and we'll layer it up just like we did the other one. So I think she does, you know, the sheet load, show us your sheet load each month, and then I think she has some other extra things that she does along the way too. So you want to check her out. But I will link her YouTube channel and Instagram channel in my description box below so that you can check her out. And I'm doing the same thing here, just, you know, layering these up so that they'll lay flat. And I think I snipped the side of this one as well. Like I said, you put a camera in front of you and you can't think clearly. So I'll lay this strip on here, and I think I actually grabbed one of the longer ones. No, I grabbed the right one. Okay. I did grab the right one for this. And then we'll just get this laid down on there. And I'm just going to line them up in similar fashion so they're all at the same point, except for the one that I messed up. And now that is assembled according to the sketch. Then you're just going to need to bring in your half circles. I think I might be trimming this up a little bit. If it doesn't line up exactly right, I usually will go to my guillotine and trim it up. So there we go. So that is that. Now, this is the one that I didn't layer up right. And the reason why was I cut that paper wrong. And so I had to split it. And I split it right there, and I just laid that over it. But if I'd have thought about it, I'd have split it lower and laid it right there. But I didn't think about it at the time. I automatically just cut it and laid it down, and then I didn't think about my band being in the same spot, which it really doesn't matter. I just was trying to have some consistency. So this is a little half circle, and I just took a 2.5 inch stitch circle die and cut it in half and used it for all of my cards. And I'm just layering these two up, and I'm going to get their sentiments laid down on here, and then I'll bring in the other cards that I made and show you. So I've just got these banner sentiments, and they're in gold foil, and I've got happy birthday and get well wishes, and I'm going to pop them up with some foam tape. And I've got several other sentiments that I brought in. I think I had hello friend, I had actually a happy birthday and a till, sending a note, get well wishes with sympathy. I just brought in a variety of them because I think these cards could be used for just about anything. And I popped them all up just like this and laid them on there. And I think it looks pretty just like that, even with your circle being plain. But I also decided to do some die cutting. And I took, there's a flower that was in my Crafty Advent calendar. And I just die cut it, several pieces of it out. And I just added some flowers to these cards as well. So I'll be bringing those flowers in and adding them to my circle. Like I said, you could leave this circle just like that and it would look fine. But I decided that I would embellish it because these are floral patterns. And I thought this little flower die that I had looked kind of similar to it. And so I thought I would just put some of those down and on there and just kind of add a little bit of design to my cards. And I'm just doing big ones and little ones, and they're all kind of different because I just assembled the pieces differently and then kind of varied what I put on my cards. Other than that, they look very much the same. And then, of course, the different sentiments. But I think they turned out nice. And I've got 8 cards that I can use that can fulfill a variety of needs that I have. I'm just going to bring in some more florals for this and get them laid down on there. Some of them I put 2 on, some of them I put 3, 4. I don't know. And I didn't even stick with the unevenness. One of them, I think I only put 1 on. I just did whatever I had from the die cuts. I just tried to use them up. I think these are really pretty. And after winter, it's kind of fun to see some nice spring colors. So I'm going to lay my purple ones on top there. I did 2 in, an amethyst purple, and then I did 2 with white. And then the pink ones I did all on white card bases. So there's my sheet load. I hope you like them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye now.